Hello Craftykins, and welcome back to another video. Today is Mail Art Monday and I'm going to be decorating some pen pal envelopes, and I'm just flipping through some things I thought I might use on this day. And it's got, if you can't tell, a little bit of a spooky Gothic sort of a theme today. I was really feeling the fall in today's video, and I wanted to get some envelopes made up to send out some seasonal mail. So I found these scrapbook papers in my stash, and I thought they were fit the vibe perfectly of what I was going for. I really love Gothic things this time of year, and so that's definitely the inspiration behind these decorations. This is a pretty standard placement for me when I use any kind of decorated papers on an envelope. If I'm not just doing a little collage cluster or something, I will often do this kind of technique where you rip it in half and put one half over on one side, have a gap, and then put the other half on the other side. In this case, I did some stamping in the middle to kind of bring it together more, and then adding some pieces of this other tone of paper to add some more interest. I'm just going to add another scrap piece of that same paper on the back. I didn't like how straight the edges were, so I kind of ripped it up a little bit more to make it a little gruffer. Gruff. So this is a new stamp set I got. It's a Tim Holtz collection with Stampers Anonymous that just reminds me of old wallpaper. It's got all the vintage, almost Victorian designs, and they're already kind of scrappy and I really have been loving using those. I'm getting a lot of use out of them, and they're great quality stamps as well. Expensive, but great quality. And then this flower image is also Tim Holtz collection. Another thing I dipped into a lot in today's video is the Antiquarian sticker book. Lots of good stuff in here, and some spooky themed stickers as well that I'll be using a little later on. But definitely recommend this if you haven't heard of it already. And I'm really excited for the book themed one to come out here in the next couple weeks. So on to the next envelope. This one I'm going to cover the entire front with this black, I don't know what these kind of designs are called. Is it damask? I don't know. Ish. I don't think it's a real true damask, however you say it. Oh my gosh, I'm making myself look the fool here. But there was a little bit of the white hanging out, so I just wanted to ink up the edges a little bit roughly so that it kind of gave it a, I don't know, spray painty sort of a vibe. And glued the heck out of it. So this is an image. I think I might have gotten this from a pen pal, or it may have come out of one of my books that I had gone through quite a while back, but I knew I wanted to use it for Halloween, for a Halloween themed sort of deal. So I saved it and pulled it out, and this is actually what kind of inspired the theme for today. So there's those little bat head drawings, sketches that I wanted to use, and then I fussy cut out the image of the bat standing there I don't know, it's like a bat warlord or something. He's just like, I don't know. So I found an old book page that I wanted to pair with it and get to collage in here. None of these envelopes are really super intricate or fancy. I just really liked using things that fell in under the theme I kind of was going for, the tone. And I really like how they all turned out. I think it was really fun putting these together. It really put me in the fall vibe. And when I know what kind of a stamp I want to put on there, I always just stick it on when I decorate the envelope. Of course, I'm going to need at least one stamp, so I went ahead and stuck it on there. Of the stamps that I have right now, that one was the one that matched the best, so that's why I chose it. So this is a stamp set I got off of Amazon. They have some pretty cheap stamp sets on there of these like clear stamps that you use with an acrylic block. Normally, I obviously didn't do it. For these ones, just went ahead and used my hand. There we go. I pulled one out eventually. But there's a lot of really awesome stamp sets on Amazon you can get for pretty cheap. I think most of them are like $7 for the whole set. So definitely look on there if you're looking to build up your collection. I've definitely added a lot to my stash this year from Amazon. Now for this stamp, I did a weird technique where I kind of just did two tones right on top of each other. So the first one I ink up really well, and then the next one I just sort of dab on a little bit, and it gives it kind of that two-toned look. So in this case, I used a Distress Oxide in Victorian Velvet, and then a black ink as well on top of it to just sort of dull it down a little bit and give it kind of that, I don't know, not like tie-dye, but just like two-toned effect. And I really love how that turned out. So I just obviously stamped them everywhere. Like I said, most of these aren't too complicated. They're just quick and pretty simple, but still, you know, I don't know, I like the vibe of them, and for envelopes I feel like they don't need a whole bunch, so I definitely am not as detail oriented on an envelope decoration as I am for the stuff inside the envelope that they might keep and, you know, use in their own journals or whatever. This is another pretty standard placement I have for when I'm decorating envelopes. You know, the top corner and the bottom corner. So there are a lot of those skull and like spooky kind of stickers in that antiquarian sticker book, and that's not usually my vibe like during the rest of the year, so I definitely wanted to use as many of them as I could, you know, during the spooky season so that I can actually get them used up and not just have them hanging around in my book forever. Yeah, so here are the end products. I've got 4 envelopes ready to go for the spooky season. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching.